trying to finish up this blade. I want it to be thin enough to cut. So I'm going to try to thin out the base a little bit. I got on a heavier jacket so I'm not so cold. Let's see if I could do this without breaking the knife. Get my tools out. Did not go far enough. I don't know if this is gonna work. Went a little bit further. What did I just do with my braiding tool? There it is. And try to run a flake right here to thin it a little. All right, so this is near the base, so it shouldn't break, but there is a weak spot in here, so I got to be careful. I'm gonna use the tiny billet like that. That's nice, Blake. Keep that for try a blow dart point. Let's try to thin it out a little bit. That is looking better. Thin it out near the tip. Then once we get it good and thinned out, we just got to make sure it's sharp. This spot here is a big hinge in there. So I'm going to see if I could get rid of it by coming in this way. Hopefully we don't break it and lose any size. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what's going to happen here. All right, there's a little bit of a problem in there, so I'll just knock it out. A little bit of a crack in there. Yeah, there's a little bit of a problem in the base. It's okay, though. All right. Tip needs to be thinned a little bit. Send a few small flakes through the tip, just to thin it out. That's looking pretty good. Gonna not mess with the base too much because of that problem in there. That's a cool flake. All right, I'm just gonna go into sharpening this up now. I get all my tools out. Moose antler. Copper billets. Little one. Where is my good flaker? Here it is. All right. It is really, really cold now. I got my heavier jacket on, and I'm still cold. Up here in Vermont, making stone tools. So what I'm doing here is just kind of super sharpening the edge. Gifting this to a deer hunter that I know. As long as it stays together and doesn't break. Looks pretty good. It's a fairly good knife blade. It's got some issues, but it'll still work. That edge looks pretty good. I'll work on the other side. Whew. Summer went by so fast I didn't even get to go swimming this year. Crazy how fast it went by. Got a lot done, but not everything that I wanted to. Just gotta even out this edge and make it look better. There's a crack in the base right there. I'm not going to mess with it too much. Just got to make sure I can put it on a handle correctly. I don't want to mess with indirect or anything. I think that'll fit in. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to put this one on a wood handle, I think. Making a knife blade out of Chert. I do want to do a cut test on this one. See how sharp it is. I just want to make sure I have it super sharp first. Curious about Chert because this is a little bit more brittle Chert than I'm used to working. So I want to see if it cuts okay. I cut a piece of this tanned leather. See if I could put it under my leg and hold it with one leg and pull with the other hand and cut. Feels sharp. Let's find out. Yeah, that's pretty sharp. Yeah. Cut through leather like that, that's pretty sharp. Doesn't feel like it dulled it any either. Alright. I want to make the tip not as thick. Gonna confuse. 2,000 years from now, they'll be studying what I'm doing. They'll be like, why was this guy using stone knives when they had metal? Because I like it better, is the correct answer. This is either Keokuk or Burlington. I'm not too sure. I got it from Ryan Gill. Not too sure on the specific type of the one. There we go. Thinned out that tip. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. I don't want to mess with the base too much. There is a crack in there. But I'm going to try to thin it just a little tiny bit. Kind of scared too. Yeah, there's cracks in there. Just make it look nice. Nice and thin. That'll make a good knife. Put it on a handle, put some pine pitch glue in there, wrap it with sinew. And that piece will be good to go. All right, I'm gonna put that in my pocket for now. What else can I work on? This piece here looked pretty nice. Let's see if I can make a little spear point or something. Really breaks really easily. So I don't know if I'll use this for hunting, for arrowheads or anything. I like the sturdier stuff, the gray stone. Look at that flake. That flake can be used as a knife just by itself. This edge is razor sharp. Keep cutting myself. At least we know it's sharp. I'll just try to make a quick spear point corner notch. We'll see how it goes. I really like how this stuff flakes. Flies across the whole piece. Let's see. I'm just making the bigger spear points because they look nice. I should be making smaller arrowheads for hunting, but just kind of experimenting with this stuff. Nice. Well, I guess now I can make a smaller arrowhead. I overshot. Took the corner off. Or maybe a Dalton. Let's see what happens. Go to indirect and use the bigger bopper. Just try to thin it out a little bit. Keep overshooting. Hitting too hard. It's nice stuff. I definitely like it. Just not used to it. What's up, Carlos? I'm gonna start taking this edge off along that line there. That line is a weak spot, and it's looks like it's some kind of ash or something. If I could run flakes over it, it's all good. Looks like yes. Just shaping it and thinning it. Seems like with this stuff you can just kind of really flake through the problems really kind of easily. Problem I have is thinning it down. Let's see if we can make this a little thinner at least. Hit pretty hard there. One right here. Okay. Ooh. Don't slip now. Pretty thin. Let's see if we could go a little thinner. Okay. One of the things I like about this material is you could make something pretty fast. Not too bad. Just really got to even this out now. That's looking pretty good. Try something here. Hopefully it don't break it. I'm gonna try anyway. Took a flake right up the middle there. Do another one right next to it. Thin out the base. I'm going to try the same thing on the other side. So I took 2 flakes there. We'll see how this other side does. One right next to it. Pretty good. Thin this spot. Alright, I'm going to finish this off with the pressure flaker. Made this nice, pretty big knife before. And a smaller one. Spear point, actually. Point. Straighten it out a little bit. Make sure it's sharp. Weird ashy stuff is in here, so I'm gonna get rid of that. There's a thick spot right in there. Let's see if I could get rid of that. Right there. Rest the flaker right on the edge. Right here. Okay, that looks better. Something isn't shaped right somewhere here. That looks better. Shot 2 thinning flakes in the base up here and 2 here. That's looking pretty good. I want to get rid of this ash or whatever that is. There we go. Tip is nice and sharp, edges are all sharpened. Good to go on that one, I think. Yeah, that's good. Nice finished point there. Work some flakes too while I'm at it. Smaller flakes, make like a Lavana arrowhead maybe. This stuff is Onondaga Chert from New York. Alright, so this stuff here, I wanted to show a little experiment. Threw it in some acid. So I'm going to dump the liquid out. Then we're going to put that point I made in the last live stream out of the Onondaga. And I'm going to let it rest, like right here on that antler. And I want to see what happens to that by the end of the stream here. So keep your eye on that rock. See if anything happens to it. Keep watching that. Alright, there's a crack there. See if I can make an arrowhead out of this. It's got a little bit of a weird shape to it. By the time I'm done with this, that should change. But it's also raining out, so it might not dry as much as I need it to for you to see what I'm talking about. But we'll see. This piece has a lot of limestone in it, so it's not cooperating. Does it look bad again? The past few live streams have been low quality. Not too sure why. Let me try something. Much better. Okay. I know what the problem is then. Alright, so since that was apparently bad quality, let me show you what I made before. Got a nice big knife blade. Hunting knife. A spear point. Look at Dalton. and a little flake that I kept in my pocket for some reason. We also have that point down there that's hopefully drying. Let's see. You see the colors in that? As it dries, it should change color even more. We'll see how that goes. And right now I'm just working on an arrowhead made of Onondaga Chert. Spots here giving me a problem. It's got a lot of limestone in it, so thank you for letting me know the quality was low. Alright. Problem right in there. And then I just have to come in from the side. How you doing, Clunker? It's raining and cold here in Vermont. I'm freezing. Got rid of a lot of that. I don't know if I said already, this rock is from New York, and it's found in creeks. Creeks throughout New York. All right, let me go back to pressure flaking. I can't touch that one because that thing's drying. Yeah, I don't know what happened this summer this year. Went extremely fast. Alright, so the base of this is limestone. So it's going to have a little bit of a harder time being shaped. We'll do what we can. Make this one look as nice as I can. All the limestone in there is gonna take down the quality a little bit of how it looks. Super crooked. Let's get rid of that then. Straighten this edge up here. I'm going to flip this around so I could read the comments here. Do you put like a hook and notch in those? Just asking. I often do not notch my points. I just give an area to wrap around in the corners where my fingers are. Switch back around here. Keep working. I'm getting very, very, very close to having my degree finished. In archaeology. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that yet, though. Just finished my homework right before I came out here to do this. Got to try to straighten this a little bit, and I want to thin this section in here. I'll see if I could get it with an indirect stick. Did it go? It did not go. It's just hanging up in there. That had to have gotten it. That got some of it. Come on, man. The revenge of the limestone. Let's switch it around. I see a bunch of comments again, so I can read it. I have it upside down. It's just easier to fill them. Get your PhD, charged to university you graduated from to pay you to teach other people about geology. Yeah, it's pretty much the way I was thinking. Either that or go to Europe and learn about even further past Ice Age, deeper time and all that. I don't know if they study the stone tools found over there as much as we did here. I never really see anything about Europe stone tools. I know they're there. I just don't know that they study them too much. Ooh, don't drop it. It's got a little curve to the tip. Still got a curve. Any better? That ear flares out, that one does not. This thing's all kinds of off-center. The heck? That looks pretty good. It's getting close. I've been looking at the artifacts in New York, trying to replicate those. This one's pretty good. I just don't like this thick spot. Right here. Let's see, can I get rid of it without ruining the point? I'm still just working on all these flakes that I busted up. I still have a whole box of the Onondaga left. So it doesn't really matter if I mess up some points. Oh, come on. That almost went all the way. Ah! Let me try right here then. Just doesn't want to fly past that limestone. It's making it look ugly. Did I get it? I got it. There we go. Finally. Alright, now just even out the base to make it look right. You can make some cool stuff from flakes if you practice on them enough. Nice little Onondaga chert. I would call that a Lavana still. This thing just ain't drying, huh? It's too cold out. Too cold and too damp. I ran a flute up there and up here, so two right next to each other and a big one right there. I'm actually gonna run this inside to let dry, and then we'll check it at the end of the video because it's too damp and too cold out here. So I will be back in a second. Alright, so that is drying. I'm going to try to make another bigger blade. I got this chunk of New York rock, Norman Skill Chert. See how it looks. Looks pretty good in there. It's got a bunch of junk I got to get rid of. Okay. I am going to need this piece of leather now. So this is really high quality chert. Where is this location? I am currently in Vermont. The rock here, the pink and white rock I got from Ryan Gill. The gray rock is from New York, and this rock is from New York. It's all this is all creek rock here. Bunch of junk in this one. Wow. See if we could get rid of it. That's a nice flake. Wow. Keep working this down. Still got the other blades in my pocket. These green and black flakes I have for sale on my Etsy shop if anybody wants some. It's a rare stone. Also, all the tools I'm using should be in, you could click product description, and it should show up. Right now, I'm going to try to make either a big spear point or a knife blade. Just trying to thin this, get past this real junk in this rock. I overshot it. Shot the flake off here, it hit a ripple, and then went right off the edge. Getting pretty low power here. I'm at 10%, so I'm gonna go. This rock is Norman Skill Chert from York, and you can find it in creeks in certain areas. I want to get rid of that ripple. All right. I'm gonna have to try to do this super fast. I might make mistakes, but I'm running out of battery and I forgot my charger inside. So we'll just see about finishing this up. And then maybe I'll come back on live later on again tonight. Just knocking these big paleo flakes off, paleo style. Got rid of that ripple that was in there. This spot right here is going to be a problem. I'll try to get rid of it early. For hunting, yep. Got one made already here. It's for a deer hunter that I know. Gonna put it on a wooden handle for him. And then some spear points for hunting. That, I don't know why that's in there. Where'd the other one go? There we go. Arrowhead, spear point, knife. Yeah, bow and arrow, and the atlatl spear thrower. Just got to make sure it's legal where you are to use that. So I'm going to come in at the corner. That's dangerous. Try to get rid of this ripple in here. Nope. I got rid of some of it. So I'll come in at the tip, aim it down. Nope, that didn't do it. Got rid of some of it. Pretty nice. This would be called an ovate knife. But I think I'm going to work it down a little bit more. Pretty good so far. It is much, much tougher than obsidian, this stuff. All right. I want to get rid of this one little lump right here. This is dangerous. I'm gonna try it anyway. Did not go how I wanted it to. So I'm actually gonna come in from the tip to get rid of that bump. Dangerous, just as dangerous as fluting. Okay. Knock this down. Then I'm actually going to grab the little tiny billet and hit right here. Keep missing. I'm in a rush because of the low battery. Okay, one more try. There we go, that thinned it. Alright, and then I will finish up this blade when I come back on the next live. Probably around 5 or 6 Eastern. Nice knife blank. All right. Should I try a cut test with it just how it is? I'll try a cut test, just super quick. With the ovate knife. I got a bunch of junk leather, so can keep doing these cut tests for a while. I'll try this edge right on the tan leather here. It's already pretty sharp. Tanned hide. So if I sharpen this with the pressure flaker and zigzagged it and all, this would be much, much sharper. But it's already pretty freaking sharp. All right, guys, I'll be back. Hit sub to get notified when I'm live. I'm going to be going live pretty often. And hit the, I guess, thumbs up is that way. That's thumbs down because the camera's upside down. So thumbs up. Thumbs up the video, and leave any comments with questions or requests of what you would like to see me make in the next live. Leave it in a comment on this live. Have a good one, guys.